Good evening from Kirksville, Missouri. This is Randy Curvin, and this is Rant and Randy's Rant for October 12th, 2019. Oh, what a shit. Shit is hitting the fan for POTUS. Yesterday, POTUS lost 5 court cases in one day. And I got from Rachel, this has really become hard. I was lucky to get 5 pages. What I have to do now is I have to go online and go to DirecTV, go to Guide, and choose out of the guide the channel when it comes on, like Rachel Maddow. I have to now watch it live or miss it, one or the other, this weekend. One short story about earlier this evening or today. What happened was Grace and I were watching. We only get 4 channels, and that's out of Ottumwa, 65 miles away, while my TV couldn't even pick up or scan for a channel 3 right here in Kirksville, Missouri, a mile and a half from us. Couldn't find it. So in any case, to make a long story short, we were watching out of Ottumwa, NBC. And lo and behold, the receiver decides to start itself up and take over, which means it had to switch from TV antenna to the setting I have for the HDMI for satellite. It did it on its own, and it was still stuck on where it's been stuck until Monday when they come out here and force this thing to find that video bridge. Oh, that was shit. But we're getting along. We watched the movie earlier. She's in there now. I put some headphones on her, and she's watching the last of The Green Mile, one of our favorite films. Yesterday, Yanovich testified, Maria Yanovich testified in Congress despite a warning from the White House. And another thing they're going to find, they cannot fire this woman for speaking up. She was ambassador. She was subpoenaed. She was supposed to be there, and she had the bravery to go there and be there, even though she has another job in the State Department after they jerked her back from Ukraine. So bravo to her standing up to this dictator. And a State Department that is totally run for Donnie, just like the Justice Department is. And all these actions lead back to Parmas and Fruman Giuliani within the White House. And all 3 of them, or I mean all of them, 4 of them, the White House, Giuliani, and the 2 suspects that were arrested the other day after having lunch with Giuliani at the Trump International in Washington, D.C. And Giuliani is being investigated by the FBI. And why is it that Mike Pompeo lied for 2 weeks about the call? He knew he had been on that call, and he lied about it. Today, he was stonewalling in an interview. No, that was yesterday. Stonewalling in an interview. He kept telling the interviewer, and on the interview, he said she had her facts wrong. And finally, she sounded like the DNC with her questions. Why? Because they want to get to the bottom of it. That's why. Uh, and lo and behold, uh, the Homeland Security acting director has resigned yesterday. Well, the house of cards is collapsing, and hopefully around his ears. More people are understanding and saying this man should be impeached and removed from office. And Donnie had a very bad day with the matter I was talking about before. 5 court cases in a day. The tax matter, the wall, and the tax matter, I believe, was kind of different in that there was one dissenting vote and two votes for the release of the taxes to from Mazars to the Congress. And the one dissenting vote was they believe that Donnie cannot be impeached. They think that's in the Constitution. Boy, real knowledgeable judge there. I see what we got. Hello, Joe. Hello, George. Hello, Daryl. And hello, Tina. Hello, Jerry. And hello, Sue. All right, let's see what some of these remarks are. Yeah, it is the most corrupt regime, as I say, that we've ever had. And they're caught and they won't give it up. And neither will Fox. Fox Spews will keep spewing out the lies as long as Donnie will tell them. And Donnie, I heard, because I tried to go to Fox last night on my guide, it wouldn't allow me to stream that channel. But in any case, I did hear that he was cursing again through the whole thing. Good thing to take your children to a Trump rally where they can learn new words to repeat for mommy and daddy. Let's see. New York Times was the one that said Giuliani to be under investigation in Ukraine work broke lobbying laws. Now, I have no doubt he broke lobbying laws. For one thing, the president won't even say that Rudy's his attorney anymore. And we do remember how he did Michael Cohen. He denied this time knowing those two men. And when confronted with is Giuliani his personal lawyer, he wouldn't say. And of course, the first thing out of his mouth was, "You'll have to ask Rudy Giuliani." Where does that sound familiar? That kind of sounds like on the plane that time. I just wanted to talk some more about Maria Yanovich. Proved today you can testify when compelled by a subpoena, and they, the State Department and the president, can't threaten your present job. But the way the regime abuses power, we'll see. I think they will try to get back at her. And it was brought up on the last word, and a guest of Ari Melber, who was guest hosting the show last night. There's a reason why so many actings and etc. This is what a dictator does in a banana republic. He appoints people, therefore they don't have to be confirmed by the government or the Congress, and he can put in, and we've seen the nasty people he's put in as acting. Let's see. Giuliani is in deep, and Donnie is in deep in this. And Giuliani no longer dealing with Ukraine issues after Trump dodges if he was still his personal attorney. Wow, I'm ahead of myself on this. Turkey has a hold over Trump with, turns out, 2 properties, one of which is owned by Dugan Properties. And what they did was they locked the man up, the head of the company, then informed Donnie that, if he didn't stay in line, they'd keep that man in prison. So he was effectively compromised by blackmail. Now we know why he's acting the way he is about Turkey and the Kurds, because he's been put over a barrel. He's been blackmailed. And those 2 properties make the millions for the Trumps. Yeah, I was just going through where Erdogan called him and said, "We're holding Dugan." And Dugan is the man they just put Trump Tower on both locations. And Donnie and his family makes millions a year out of that. So now we see why we were getting out of the way of Turkey when they went in to Syria. Okay, kept writing down different things, but I don't have any time usually to read through this. But hang with me, it's not much longer. This is my last day of work this week, and I prefer to get through with it too. And there's a question that I've got out there. Does client lawyer privilege even a part of this anymore? If Donnie is saying that's not his personal attorney, then there is no client lawyer privilege. Lawrence Tribe, I got part of what he said last night. Donnie has already abused his powers, looking out for his interest in Turkey, for instance. Everything he does is not America first, it's Donald Trump first. And you can look back over time and see that that's the case. And the greatest hope we have, there's more and more people coming out every day. A lot more of them since Yanovich went before Congress. A lot more are going to get a spine and go in there too. And they ain't going to be talking friendly about Trumpy. All right. More witnesses next week, just about the whole week full of them. 40% of those opposed didn't know who was on the Ukraine call. Why? Mostly because they watch Fox. They don't get the truth out of them. They are the most un-American broadcast network that we have in this country. They have got everybody beat as far as that. And of course, they're that way because they believe in conspiracy theories. Just float something out there and they'll grab it and go with it. If it comes from the right, oh, it's got to be the truth. And there was a letter, I believe, to the White House or Congress. I'm not sure on this one. 17 former Watergate prosecutors say Trump should be impeached. Fox poll. That's another one. 51% yes, impeached and removed from office, and 43% no. So we're going to see that figure will go up. It's not going to go down at this point. And I noticed too what I saw of AM Joy this morning. They did not show any footage More shows are getting like that. They don't show footage of him out there cussing because, I mean, there's nothing different in it. He does the lying, he does his top 10. I'm surprised he's not back to lock her up. He's getting desperate, people. That's what's happening. All right, let me look over here. Hello, Dennis. Hello, Brian. All right. Hello, Bernadette. Oh, I did want to mention I got to see John today. And he's right. All of us are going to have to jump through the loops. When I do this, I have a little more freedom about my language. Evidently, Facebook's getting sensitive now, but they can only stop us in certain ways so far. But it kind of shows we know who Zuckerberg's for. Oh, and I wanted to tell John too. I joined Liker yesterday. I'm going to be joining Twitter very soon. I need to be able to diversify with my stuff, get it out to more places, because we, as Blue Dots, have an important message. We need to get it out everywhere we can. And anyone connected with the Trump White House or any departments are having to lawyer up now, because they're going to have to pay out of their pockets to protect this monster in the White House. And that's why I think quite a few of them will come forth and say, I'm not going through that bullshit. He can forget that. I'm not going to prison for him. He is taking control of our government. That's why when he goes out to rallies, he brags on the police. He claims the police love him and he loves the police. So he is clearly knocking down the pillars in any institution. Police force, bikers used to deliver cocaine to him down at Mar-a-Lago. You know, there's so many things that a lot of folks don't know about, but if they would open their eyes, those Fox viewers is who I'm talking about. We all are woke. We know what's going on. All right. And he's doing everything in his own self-interest. This is bullshit when he talks about America first. It's Donnie first. And I don't know how long it takes him to catch on to that. Plus, he's scared. If he's not in office, his ass is going to prison. And they'll start pursuing his kids for all the criminal things they've done. I mean, you know, it keeps going on about all this corruption from Joe Biden when that's what they were doing. They sent Yanovich back to the States because she was against corruption. You can't have somebody in there that fights corruption if you want to corrupt in your own way. Ah. I wrote a note. I said, he and Rudy are as loony as March hares. And I wanted to state this, and I'll let you folks go. This is Saturday night. Everybody should have a good time. I'm going to have to pull out another movie in there, or I'll probably do a lot more music posting tonight. And I have. Donnie very much copied Putin. Think about it. Putin surrounds himself with oligarchs. So has Donnie. All of his cabinet members are billionaires and millionaires. So he's copying. And then he came in and brought a swamp with him, claiming they're getting the swamp out of Congress. Uh-huh. And having said that, I'm better able to look forward to tomorrow because it's all coming down around his ears now. He hadn't got long to go. You're going to see more and more Republicans cutting him loose. They're going to have to. If they want their job, they can't keep tying. It's like having an anchor around their neck trying to follow him. And I'll tell you quite frankly, I was beginning to lose hope, but at this point, I'm very hopeful that this is coming to an end or will end pretty soon, and maybe even before the election. I hope that happens. We can't let down our guard, though. You just can't. At this point, he's scared and he's going to lie more. He's going to have more rallies because he's scared to death that people will start dropping off. And Trump smears of Biden. He's still the front runner. Not that I want Biden as president, but if he's nominated, he's sure as hell going to get my vote. I'm voting blue no matter who. All right, that's about all I got tonight, y'all. And all right, let's keep the faith. We are the guardians of liberty. We are the Blue Dot family. We can get this done. We can keep poking at that bear, and he's going to make more mistakes. And it's just a matter of time. It's all coming down around his ears, which gives me a lot more hope than I had. So keep the faith, peace, resist, persist, and insist. We get Donnie and the oligarch out. I didn't even need to have him down here and use the damn it doll tonight because I do feel a little better. And I'm still going to be working on rearranging my set here. I've got some other ideas, but I've got another area I have to clean up before I can do that. All right. Have a good evening. Share this shit, America. We need to get this word out. And everyone that wants to get on and get that word out, do it. Please do it. All right. Have a good evening. And I will see you on Monday on Facebook. If it gets deep enough tomorrow, I'll jump on Facebook too, but probably not. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.